Hey guys, it's Gabby from Profit Plans. I'm here to plan the week of the 26th through the 4th in my Erin Condren Vertical. I'll be using this mystery kit from Sweet Kawaii Design. It has a lot of sheets. It's a really good deal too, like if you're interested in a mystery kit. It's 25 bucks for all of these stickers. So let me just show you really quickly. It comes with these like quote boxes, and this is like the Sugar Rush kit, and then it comes with headers. She usually does enough for 3 a day every day. I know recently I think she only does 1 sheet, but that's still a ton. And then we've got some choices for the sidebar here, some build dues, a little bit of deco, then the checklist. These are really cute because they're kind of like floating donuts, and then we got donuts on the page flag, and then instead of the little clouds that she usually does here, she did little donuts there. Some full boxes. The only one that I'm not a fan of is this one. I just don't like brown that much, but I can make do with all the others. Sorry if you hear, like my son is in the background. Say hi, Diego.
Hi.
So then she's got these like top 3 or important ones she likes to use on her sidebar, and then the super cute deco as well, and then some like text things here, the Hello Weekend. So these basically come for like an entire month of planning. I'll just be using this in my Erin Condren Vertical. I may or may not use it on my dailies for this next upcoming week. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Some full boxes with kind of this like overlay so that you can write in them if you would like. The date headers and numbers. Then we've got these are she calls these like the bonus items. So you get like 10 sheets, then there's 3 bonuses, and then there's like an extra item usually. So then it comes with these other boxes. This is super cute. Some more like text, some more functional items, some TV banners, some half boxes, some little icons or deco, and then the last 2 extras. Sometimes she does washi, sometimes she does like other things like pens or whatever. So these are the options for the washi. I think I'm gonna use the sprinkles one because that's my favorite. But anyways, so that is what I'll be working with to kind of start off for this past week. Alright, so here I'm just laying down the sprinkle washi. Like I said, that was my favorite from the 4 of them. Had a little bit of trouble with this one per usual. I can't seem to get stuff straight. The nice thing about the Sweet Kawaii Design stickers, just like the Libbie Co, is that you can since they're vinyl, you can pick them up really easily. Then I lay down the headers. These, I've never seen any like these. Usually it's like the header, and then it has like how this has a donut shape attached to it, and then the numbers come differently. So that's kind of what I was expecting, but I don't know why I was expecting that when I saw them already. So then the little donuts, you just like lay right next to them. So I'm just gonna let you know a little bit about what happened with this spread. So maybe you clicked because you saw in the title, but I completely filmed this plan with me with like the intention of following kind of what like Tasia, who is the owner of Sweet Kawaii Design, does with her stickers. And she usually like color blocks and like has like to-dos, and then but I basically like moved it around about 1,000 times because I didn't like the way that it turned out. It was like over an hour and a half when I originally filmed this plan with me, and then you'll see kind of what I did with it later. But here I'm working on the sidebar. I really like this Po. That's the panda's name, Po. And the donut with his sunglasses because it looks like a little swimming tube or whatever. But of course it's a donut. So this was this little kit was all like coffee themed or whatever. So here you can see the sidebar with like the top 3, and then the bottom with Diego, and then like little thankful thoughts or things that my son did, and then in addition the stay hydrated. Here is what the spread look like. I ended up taking basically this exact spread and then just moving things around because I didn't like the way that it turned out, and I spent so much time on it. I was just really annoyed. It looked like too much writing and not really my style. So I just didn't, I don't know, I just didn't like it how I did it, so I wanted to move stuff around. I got rid of all the to-dos and the check box, like the donut check flags, and I messed around with the bottom, played with the spacing, and then made it a little bit more my own. I mean, I wanted to do it kind of how, again, like Tasia has done hers in the past, but it just doesn't work for me and what I like, and this doesn't even look like what she does, to be honest, anyways. But I did just like take that piece out, and now you'll see me start from here. So here is like the refilm, and where I'm pulling off all of these to-do flags. I kind of went through the sheets and what was left there. So now I'm just moving the headers because I got rid of all the to-do headers and covered up the top with that portion because I went to the grocery store so that I can make some dinner for my family. Then I'm playing with the spacing in the bottom, and I move the header up. Then put a half box, which is also very characteristic of me, and I didn't use a single one. So I was just like, what's going on with me? Anyways, so then I put down family time, and then we did a Netflix. We watched the emoji movie, and then had like a lazy day the rest of the night. I had like some wine with my husband, and then we just kind of hung out. And then towards the top, I put down this like important, or like whatever priority flag. I can't even see it. And then I'm messing around again with the spacing. So it's starting to look a little bit more like what I would normally do. I put down this quarter box with the don't forget, I don't know what's wrong with me, sticker. So here I'm like shuffling through because there's so many sheets to this since this was a mystery kit. And then I put down, again, moving this, playing with the spacing. Oh, I was going to put a check flag, which is not one of the ones, like the donut ones. I don't love the donut ones. She usually does like super cute ones, but I just don't like the brown in the donuts. I don't know. So I'm cutting down one of her 3 heart cloud, which are like very standard, or like just very much her design flags, and I cut it down to 2 hearts, and then filled in some to-dos that I had for the day. So now I'm going back to Tuesday, and again I'm swapping out the to-do header with just a plain header. I decided to kind of leave for now the sort of middle box, and I'm putting down this half box, and now I'm going to put down some to-dos. So instead of having that huge list of to-dos, I just highlighted like 2 big ones that I needed to get done, because I needed to write sub-plans for the next day, and then I had some stuff going on because we had a field trip, so I want to make sure the chaperones had like their roster and their maps that they needed. And again, here I'm messing with the spacing and just moving things up, which is again more standard of like how I like to do my like staggered style planning, and not too much words. I mean, I do like writing in my planner, and I do that much more in my B6, because that is like my more everyday, where this is my memory planning, and so I just didn't like the way I had done it. So I decided to use this like TV banner, because I needed to upload a video, and then I just put that down instead of like you doing a TV thing. At the bottom, I took out the plan sticker and then put down a half box. I ended up moving that around instead of moving the Happy Mail, which was my original intent, but since right next to it there was another half box, and then the Happy Mail stickers from Bubba Bear Studios, and they have like, they're matte, so those ones are harder to pick up. The reason I was able to move around a lot of this stuff is because it is a Sweet Kawaii design, like vinyl stickers, so I was able to move them around. Again, swapped out the header, and then put down a quarter box, and then because after work I went to Great American Bagel, so it's and then went to the bank, and then did like a Michaels and Staples run during the day. It was my payday, so I marked with Poe, the panda with the little like money stuff in the middle, that it was payday, and then also wrote like pay all the bills, because I always send all my bills at once since I get paid like by monthly, and then had a meeting after school per usual, and I actually had a meeting the entire day that day for level 2 and 3 for work or whatever, but then I wrote this down, which I ended up pulling up because I didn't like the way that I did it, but for lunch that day, since we did have like pull out time with our team for the entire day, we went together to like a pancake house, and it was nice. We don't usually get to go out, so it was cool. I wanted to make sure that I also put down to have the agenda ready for the next day. So here I am again messing around with the spacing, and then I ended up putting the pink one up there and shifting up the entire box, and that just made it so much easier when I wanted to like move stuff around, because now I had some white space instead of like text written. Thursday I had kind of a lazy morning because I didn't have to start work until 1. We had parent-teacher conferences that day, so it was from 1 to 8, and I was able to wake up late. I had a Dunkin' run, and then my husband and I, since he works nights, got to hang out, and we watched Men in Black, which I haven't seen in a long time, but we had a lot of fun watching it. So I really enjoyed that, and then I put down a half box to mark parent-teacher conferences, and then did like a run of washi tape, which is again more something that I would do versus like all of this craziness that was going on already. I tried whiting some stuff out, but it didn't really work. The whiteout is like really crappy. It's just like the regular Bic whiteout, but I didn't really like it. So I ended up putting down, what did I put down? Oh yeah, quarter box above it. And then put down the same text sticker that said like I'd rather be. I wish it was black, but it was teal. It kind of worked with the colors, so I just went with it. And then I wrote in home because I'd much rather be at home. I didn't have that many parent-teacher conferences. We don't usually have that many in the spring, but it's still like kind of a long day. Even if I did start later, they are still kind of a long day. That night I went with some coworkers to this place, and it's like one of those rotating sushi bars where like there's a conveyor belt and the sushi like goes around. I've never been to one of those, and I thought it was so cool. So yeah, that's basically what we did on Thursday. Then Friday, I am putting down the labels again and kind of messing around with the spacing, and then just moved up the entire box here. So we had Institute Day, and on Institute Day we like met with all the other high schools and middle schools, and I was actually one of the presenters, well, myself and my department chair, so we presented together, and that's what I put at the half box at the top to mark our presentation. And then for lunch we went to this like Mexican place and got food, and the french fries were marked because after work my boys, meaning my husband and my son, wanted McDonald's, so I stopped by McDonald's for them. And then I just put down this like cute quote sticker that says OMG, because I had a good afternoon. I ordered from Simply Gilded, and then my son had karate, and we kind of just hung out afterwards. So here's how I feel like my voice is like I'm starting to lose my voice a little. I had used some washi tape as background for the Hello Weekend banner. That washi tape was from a Recollections tube. I had that little like sleepy mask sticker, I believe is from Bubba Bear Studios, because I got to sleep in. And then I picked up chose this full box with Poe at the bottom and a donut, or is it Bo the bunny? Yeah, with the donut, and then just mark like laundry and tidying up because Saturdays are like our cleaning day. So then I shifted up that half box because I wrote that I was making, and then a bookshelf because I broke the bookshelf when I was moving around furniture that day. So yeah, then I did film my plan with me, which again didn't like how it turned out. So then Sunday we went to CCD and mass, and then I had to do some work and get ready for the week. And then here I'm writing in, I needed to film and upload, and because I refilmed this essentially. And then at the bottom, I just put down Netflix and avoid people because that's my kind of Sunday, you know? So anyways, here I'm just kind of tweaking things around, but this is what essentially the end of the week looks like. I know it's hard to see, but you'll be able to see it towards the end. But it's definitely much more my style. Here's what I have left. So thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully this gives you some idea of how to like adjust things if you don't like how something turned out. So anyways, have a good one, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.